also be conduct and ethics development. All right. So when a person that grows up in that environment, becomes an adult, then you will begin to wonder. Some people behave. You say, he doesn't greet you. Sometimes when you greet, he doesn't answer, or she doesn't greet when you. If you investigate it, you will find out that it is issue of foundation, because they were not taught, or such a person may not have been taught, that it is honorable to agree, it is honorable to be respectful. Some live all through their lives with a sense of entitlement. All right. And that's when they become a husband, they become husbands, they live with that, to be worshipped and to be served. They sit down and everything is done for them. They grow up, they won't know anything. I grew up, in a way similar to what I am telling you. I wasn't used to the kitchen, because I was not ever told, boys, it's my sisters, that my mother will call, come and do this, come and peel yam, come and do this. And so when I went to youth corps, I now knew that my mother was not there and my sisters were not there. All right. So even, because I was Christian Corpus coordinator in Kano State, some of the sisters, from the local government would visit Kano City, where I was serving, and some of sometimes they will even cook soup in advance. The soup will get spoiled. All right, I was that spoiled as far as home affairs was concerned. All right. And so when I got married, I was not a friend of the kitchen. I didn't know how to do anything. The only thing I knew how to do was tea and bread. I could take tea in the morning, take tea in the afternoon, take tea in the evening. So I was not a good material in that aspect. But thank God, over time, particularly during the COVID, when it was me and my wife, the children were not there. All right. So I learned to do several things. Today, if I do moi for you, you will clap for me. Today, if I do akara for you, you will clap for me. All right. So I have learned a lot of that. Now, that quickly takes me to, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The righteous can ask God to help him or her. So if, for example, you are a young girl, you are a young man, you are improperly brought up, you have been improperly brought up, it may not have been your fault. All right. But it can be remedied. As you are preparing for marriage, or even if you are in marriage, you can remedy. You don't have to go into marriage with arrogance that you are a man or you are a girl. When we were serving, there was one lady, who was honest enough. She was a copper. No, I had finished serving, but I lived close to where she lived or something, but our paths crossed. And she came to the chambers one day and said that she wants me to help her. So what is it? She said, I don't know how to cook. Because her mother died early and she was the pet of the father. The father transferred the love of the deceased mother upon her. So she was extremely protected. Extremely protected. But as a couple, she was living with a man. All right. She was spoiled. And we took it up from there. All right. So it's important that if your foundation is bad, something can be done. Something can be done. All right. So we have a few examples of very good and very bad, spouses because of foundation.